We all want to be a little bit more likable. At the end of the day, it's something that only benefits us. We don't just like some people, we like them because they behave in a certain way when they deal with us. You might not have realized that, but there is an entire science behind that. I mean, by adopting different behavior or talking in a certain way, you can make your partner like you and trust you immediately. First, imitate. We enjoy dealing with people who are in one way or another similar to us because that makes us feel a little bit more comfortable. When you find out that he is from the same town that you are from, you suddenly become good friends. The same thing happens if you simply copy the behavior of your partner. Scientists studied what makes certain people better negotiators. After looking at hundreds of cases, they realized that those who imitated their partner's manners were 5 times more successful. If their partner is sitting in a certain pose, they did the same. If they crossed their legs, they followed. If they constantly nod, they adopted the same behavior. By mirroring the behavior of your partner, you become more familiar to that person, which means more likable. Besides imitating his manners, you can also mirror the way he speaks. If your partner doesn't swear at all, do not swear as well. If he continuously uses certain words, adopt that language. It's not difficult to master this skill, but you have to be very careful not to appear like you are trying to tease him. This works whether you're in a job interview, date, or simply chatting with a friend. In the beginning, it might be difficult because you will have to pay attention to every detail, but as you get used to it, it will turn into a habit and you will start doing it automatically. Secondly, share something personal. When people share with you something personal, you suddenly become more likable. You turn from someone who was just a stranger a moment ago to someone they trust. But people don't simply share their secrets or private life with everyone around, but only to a small circle of trustable friends. But there is another way to build that trust. When you are in a conversation with someone and you share something personal about yourself, they will feel the need to share something personal as well. How many times you have been in a conversation where you shared a personal experience and then the other person was like, "Oh, I had a similar experience," and then he or she ended up telling you an hour-long story. Tell your friend that you broke up with your girlfriend last night and you will find him telling you about every breakup he has ever had. It should not necessarily be a secret. As long as it seems something that you care about, it's going to work out. And lastly, give your partner a chance to talk. Most people do the mistake of constantly interrupting whenever they have something to share. Remember, the goal isn't for you to speak out, but rather encourage him or her to talk. So when they start talking, make sure you're giving them the time and the space they need. The more personal things they share with you, the more they are going to like you and trust you. Keep in mind that everyone wants someone to listen to them, so be that person and you will find yourself becoming the closest person to them. The most common question we get on this channel is, how do we make our animations? What tools or softwares do we use? So here you go. We use Adobe After Effects, Photoshop, and Illustrator. And if you want to learn to make similar animations, we have found for you a perfect course on Skillshare. The good news is that you can watch it or any other of Skillshare's over 20,000 courses for free for the first 2 months if you use the link in the description. Skillshare has courses on everything, from marketing to designing, coding, and much more. What I like about Skillshare is that you have a real instructor with whom you can interact with, which really improves the learning process. So if you want to learn to make similar animations, then use the link in the description and give it a try.